Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you my July country diary update.
Okay, so let's jump right into my update for July. Here's my country diary. Just again, held together by the clip ring until I finish it, and I'll put the spiral binding back on. And I am just flipping through to get to July. If you missed my June update, or any of the other updates since January, you can click the link below in the video description to check out my country diary playlist where I have all the update videos cataloged. So here is my July title page. I'm quite happy with this page. I didn't actually have a lot of time to paint it because July was busy. I also did the World Watercolor Month challenge, so I did a little mini illustration every day. You can check my last video out that tours you through all of those. Trying to make sure I don't have too much noise in the background here as Mr. Frodo Baggins, my kitty, is very much wanting to play, but I must make the most of my time here while the baby sleeps. So July features chicory, everlasting pea, California poppy, daisy, and bush vetch. And these are mostly plants that grow on the roadside of where we live on Vancouver Island, early July, mid-July. By late July, they've kind of finished and dried up besides the everlasting pea. At the beginning of the month, it is quite a big, beautiful show. And then the marsh where I walk a lot of the time, you can find some of these plants growing as well. So that's my title page. I really like the composition. And then I have my notes on the back here. I don't usually share all of my notes just because I feel like it's kind of weird just reading them all out, but I do hope to, kitty, I do hope to share them on my website with my country diary page. Just have to pick up Kitty here because he's just needing too much attention. So some of the notes, I'll just read one. So on July 2nd, the last of the yellow flag irises are still in bloom, though not as many as in late May to June. So late May and June is when there's quite a big show of irises at the marsh, and it seems like it's full of irises. And so there were more single blooms still out in the early month, so I'd finally managed to get my illustration of the yellow flag iris done. So I have the close-up here, and then I have sort of a zoomed out full plant view there, and these are just taken, or my reference photo were just photos that I have taken on my walks. Just have to take this toy away from the cat because he's making far too much noise. It's always something. So that is my July page here, and this is done on the Rowley Simply watercolor paper. So it's not an expensive paper, but I do like how it performs. And then the third page for July is a loose watercolor botanical tangle, as I like to call it. And I did this one recently. I had it drawn out in July and then didn't have time to finish painting it in July. So again, you know, I do the best that I can do. So more of my notes up through the 16th. This is pink spirea and hard stem bulrush. And this is done with more of that free, loose approach. Some people like this better. Some people like the more traditional approach better. Personally, I like a mix of both. And this is the spirea here. And it's a very beautiful plant that grows in sort of wetland and marshes, but has very, very tiny detailed flowers that you almost have to get full detail from them with a magnifying glass or a microscope. So this is a nice sort of way to imply all the beautiful detail. It's fuzzy because the stamens are actually really long and all these mini flowers, so it would be beautiful to look at really close up. Yeah, so I just tried to capture how it grows in the marsh intertwined with the rushes and the reeds. So that is my third page for July. And then I have the last of my notes on the last page here. And now that's all I have for July. You can see that the illustrations are beginning to stack up, which is kind of nice and exciting. So I will start my August entries and add them to this, and I'm hoping that I can do more entries for August. Well, actually, I'll give you a sneak peek. I already have one done. This is a nasturtium that I painted from my garden, and I actually used ink on this. The whole thing is done with line and wash. So line and wash means waterproof ink for the entire drawing, and then you paint in. And it actually is easier for me than just watercolor because you do all your fine detail with the ink. And then I've done sort of that background feature on this cross section of the flower. So that is a little sneak peek at August. So I hope you subscribe to this channel if you are new here so that you can stay tuned and see all the updates. Make sure you hit the little bell icon so you get a notification each time I post one of these update videos, because I love sharing them with you and it inspires me to keep going. So once I hit record and finish filming this video here, I'm going to cut more pages for August and lay out my August title page. And then also I have a more detailed drawing that I've done for the spirea. So I want to do botanical study layout for this. So I'll be doing that as well. And I'll see you in the next video.
Thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel to see more and follow along with my country diary project. And if you're interested in learning more about painting watercolor botanicals in a more simplified way, then click the link below and check out my free class. It's 1 hour long, and I show you in real time how to paint a wild rose.